I just need a ledge to kind of gently jump off of. That'll do. Bug type. Five. Pretty sure I saw it glitch.
Yes.
Yeah, baby! 10. Yes. And 20. Just to make sure. Yep. Alright. I do love dumb glitches like that. Okay.
Let's go.
Hold on. I also want to get the Moblin Gods, which is going to be a slow duplication for 5 seconds. So. Go by type. Go all the way to the monster parts. Yeah. Hold. 2.
Monster parts are at the end. Oh, there's 2, so.
2.
That would
4.
be 4.
Yeah, I saw it glitch. If you pay attention, it'll often glitch. You can see the 4, 6. It's not hard to do this. I just sucked at the pausing in it. I'll just. Yeah. It's fine.
And away it goes.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, 10. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. Now that I have 10.
No, you have 9. Oh. Oh, wait, that was the rock balloon.
Now that I have 10. Okay. Get a bunch of these. Yep, 10. I just double to 20 as long as I do it right. Yep. Okay, whatever. I got it. Here, if my shorthand math is off, it's fine. Ma'am, I have returned with stuff.
Ah.
Let's see, yeah, the second Sunset Fireflies. So at least get stealth level 1. And that other stuff level 1. Well,
Oh yeah, I forgot it also takes
money.
money
Yes.
in this game.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do some sapphires and stuff so we can. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Radiant. It takes 1 god.
But 15 luminous stones. Actually, no, that's the upgrade. Oh, no, the basic ones took 10. So you would need to duplicate the luminous stone.
Also open the fairies and I can come back, but I can quickly duplicate a couple of luminous stones. Zero.
You went past the stones.
Yep. Okay, cool.
It's 2. But now you have 4, which you could duplicate into 8.
Yes. Yes, I could. That was the entire point. Yep.
8.
That's 12. Yep. Okay, sweet. Since it takes 10, we can get a move on in a minute, but this does 5. 16. It's 10. This isn't hard to do. It was just when I was confused when it wasn't working. You have to pause really fast.
15.
Gotta keep it in the limit.
Yeah, so now 20.
Yeah, I can use up 10 of those. Yep, they went from 1 to 36. So let's open some other fairies, and then what I might end up doing off camera is just sitting there grinding a bunch of material so we can pick back up. Yeah, at least the body piece.
You'd get at least every piece to level 1. Because it takes 10
10,
and you did
yes.
36. It'd be 26.
I would have on. I guess since I did duplicate, it would be.
Like you would have 16, meaning you would still have enough to duplicate 5.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
And it at least gets us set to level 1.
And the only reason I like duplicating in the 5s is you get 5, then it's 10, then it's 15. Then it's
Yes, but if we were on 1.2, we could do the new duplication glitch to get 16 at a time, old man.
Yeah, but I still have certain setups for that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
And then, like...
Can actually get those to level 2, which is hilarious.
Yeah, but it also takes 50.
Not 15.
50 rupees.
50 rupees, 15... 50 rupees, 15 luminous. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So close to that.
Yes.
I could do... Alright. Let's just go open some other...
Yeah.
And yet, technically, because I had the extra, and that's why I said I might have to sit there and duplicate.
It said at some point off recording.
Recording, just sit there.
Not just sit there duplicating shit. What I was going to say was just.
No, off recording.
Go to a bunch of caves we have already been to, and like just like a bunch of the like sticky lizards and stuff.
And I think I accidentally duplicated an even number. Yep, 31. Oh, hi. Let me do 32, 33, 34, 35. Should be. Yeah.
You picked it up, so you picked it up. You didn't launch it off as the wind. There, 35.
I like working in evens. Okay.
Oh, I do the same thing too.
Monkey brain.
I genuinely get uncomfortable if it's not divisible by 5.
You have to work in divisible by 5 or monkey brain angry.
The better part about that is because it's like divisible by 5, that's technically an uneven number, whereas you think the kleptoism would
It's
be...
an uneven number, but 5 divisibles are easier than
Well, it's
like...
also because, 5 and 0, we tend to, as a species, treat those as more more important in numbers as opposed to, like, even numbers.
A different shrine here? First... Where's your missing member?
Well, that one's really damn close.
Piper... Just give me an area. Travel from Farron, southeast, Highland Stable. On Farron.
Highland Stable.
I am glad we did what we did when we did. At least open the fairies, even if I'm not immediately using the fairies. Okay.
Wasn't it northwest from the stable? Isn't that what they said?
It's no Highlands down there, first of all. I got turned around, I almost jumped off the wrong cliff.
Well, you just walked past the car rock. I know why we're doing it, but it's like no words exchanged, no eye contact.
Okay.
Or like the last one, they're not directly at the stable.
They're not...
Yeah. Oh.
I'll pass.
Uh,
Okay. Probably. Wait.
Turn the camera. There are tents and stuff right there.
Ah, fuck are you doing? Well, you see.
Eh.
Can't go back to the stables, Rado. I was just following the flute. Okay. The glowing tree. I thought that's where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
You're so stupid. 10 sunset fireflies. Oh, damn it.
Ooh. Oh,
Ah, fucking Christ.
how many of the fireflies do we have right now? Oh, we don't even have enough. 6.
I have. Okay, so the problem with the fireflies and stuff, anyway, using different duping glitches without certain setups is difficult because they.
Well, because it's the fireflies, you're not going to really need a duping glitch. All you would need to do is make it night somewhere and then literally run around in the stealth armor running through a field like this at night, because when you, like I said before, when you have the stealth armor, as long as you don't sprint with stamina, you are quiet enough where you can just run up to animals like frogs and stuff and just pick them up. A sticky lizard.
I was trying to.
And there they go.
Came back down here.
Why did you come back down here?
No, I wanted to see if there were lizards and stuff down here.
And there are. You just scared it off. And there's also the fish right there.
Okay. Out we go.
So I guess we have to rest up the cooking a pot at the stable and hope that the firefly can spawn here.
They spawn around a lot of areas at night.
There's Pa. If any, like, if they spawn in the areas they were in the first game, I think an area on the Great Plateau, they would spawn.
They spawn around a lot of trees and stuff at night, it's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, I thought this topic would be interesting. How many of you abused the different duplication glitches across the different patches in this game? Because a lot of people did. A lot of people said it was cheating or against the spirit of the game. But I'm one of the people that feels like all the arbitrary grinding in this game and in Breath of the Wild is basically just a padded waste of time. The argument that people commonly say is, oh, you're not supposed to have access to a lot of money and resources. You're not supposed to be able to upgrade stuff and buy stuff super easily. That breaks the game. It makes the game too easy. It ruins the economy. It defeats the purpose. You're supposed to slowly work your way up to being able to get everything. But my counter argument will always be the game is super open. So, first of all, you could go around and break the game anyway. It just takes a lot of grinding. That's the only thing that stops you from easily doing this. Gratuitous amounts of grinding. Curzon tried to argue that in this game and Breath of the Wild that, oh, you could sell monster parts and a couple of the different gems if you really want some money and generally be okay. But my counter argument is basically this. Oh, I don't want to be that guy, but you can sell monster parts and some common gems. If you really need some money and stuff, it's not that bad. You're making up a problem. Just sell your stuff. It's really not an issue in either game. Except that creates the whole risk reward. I could get money, but then I lose out on the resources that are important for other aspects of the game. In the first game, it's mostly just upgrades. In this game, it's also fusion. And I know that's how people pitch this argument. Oh, that's supposed to be the point. You either get money or you basically lose out on potential fusion and or upgrade opportunities. And I'm honestly surprised Curzon is generally in favor of this system. Because he bitches about the lack of money in RPGs all the time, and yet he's defending a system that makes you choose between getting money or saving those resources for upgrades and stuff. I feel like Curzon should be livid since he goes on and on and on about RPGs not giving you enough money. And this game basically does not give you money at all outside of a few rare instances. Most of your money is made by selling stuff, and yet Curzon's argument is like, oh, some of the monster parts and less valuable gems are not that hard to get. You could spare a couple of those and get a decent amount of money. I'm sorry, but you're just making up a problem. Anyone bitching about this is being dumb. Just sell your stuff. Which, again, is hilarious because the ultimatum here, sell your stuff and get money, or keep your stuff for other uses. I can kind of get that in the first game since it's selling or upgrades, and once you've upgraded the stuff that you care about, you could say fuck it and then just sell everything else. But in this game, the fusion aspect, I think, creates too much of a negative reason to sell your crap, because then you don't have fusion materials. And personally, I really do feel like most upgrades are a little bit too arbitrary and costly because they require materials that, if you were not doing weird duplication nonsense, would require a stupid amount of grinding. Because once you start needing star fragments, I'm sorry, the game can fuck right off. And if any of you are going to mention that time resetting trick that damn near guarantees a star fragment, other than the fact that that's a little bit slower than duplication, weird manipulation to effectively min-max grinding basically proves my point, because you basically need a trick to get the materials, which means there is a problem, which means you want to speed up the grind, meaning you acknowledge there is a grind in the first place. I always found it funny when people refuse to use duplication glitches and stuff, and yet people are willing to do grind optimization. I know some purists even ignore doing that stuff. My point is basically this. I feel like the game is far better when you remove the tedious slog that is the grinding, because all that does is pad out the playtime if you want upgrades. And I understand the purist argument, I just think it's dumb. If I want to break the game, that's my choice, and even then, I still feel like actually getting a lot of the upgrades legitimately is a massive test of patience, because you basically need to spend a fuck ton of time getting stuff. And let's all be real here. You act like grinding is okay, and yet most people will bitch about needing to spend like 20 minutes chasing lizards and stuff around, or sitting there like an hour to get 5 or 6 star fragments using the one reset trick. Because all this game does is pad out time by requiring tons of materials. And I think the money situation is incredibly stupid, because if you played the game as intended, you could maybe barely scrounge together enough money for one piece of an armor set. And I guess if you really did decide to just say fuck it, you could sell enough valuables to basically get a full armor set, but again, you're losing out on other important stuff, especially if you sell some food items and things. You're basically sacrificing important resources just to get money, and I think that's bullshit. But anyway, I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. And as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.